Hello and welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be talking about Winter Storm Flynn. I did not expect this system to get a name, but it's got a name. So we have a low pressure that is going to track from the south to the northeast coast. Kind of that nor'easter type of flow here. Some areas in the northeast are going to get some snow. Some areas in the south central region of the country are going to get some snow. We got several inches of snowfall that impacts travel in Oklahoma. So we have snow and rain will spread from the south into the northeast through Monday as a fast-moving low-pressure system. Now this system has been named Winter Storm Flynn by the Weather Channel. The Oklahoma City Metro saw 3 to 4 inches of snowfall, up to 5 inches in Tulsa. But we have Monday's forecast here, which brings this thing into the northeast, so we're going to be talking about that a little bit. Some snowfall totals there, but that's about it for this article here. So let's move on here to the National Weather Service. So earlier today we had winter storm warnings across this entire area over here, from Texas to Oklahoma to Kansas and even into Arkansas. But now the system's starting to move off, and we're starting to focus more on this northeast part of the system, and let's talk about that a little bit. But first, we gotta cover what's already happened. So, what has already happened is we have this system in the Rockies. It comes out into the plains, pulls up some Gulf moisture, some heavier snowfall right there. Then this thing starts to move into the Arkansas area, and that's where we are right about now. So this thing's starting to move into Arkansas. That low pressure here starting to develop a little bit more, but still weak. Right, this thing starts to move north and east, and we start to see this snowfall here. You can see this is the 540 line. This is what we usually see snow develop above this line and rain below. But you have this middle area between this and the 530. Yeah, so we have these two lines right here. One's blue, one's red. Blue means cold, red means warm, and that's where we usually see the battlefront of snowstorms. Now, this one is kind of riding across that red line, showing that this is going to have plenty of cold air to work with here, and areas from Kentucky through West Virginia into Maryland, Pennsylvania, northwestern New Jersey, into southeastern New York, into Connecticut, Massachusetts, even parts of Rhode Island could see some snow from this thing. We could even see parts of New York City and Long Island get a little dusting from this thing as well as the system moves off. But this is all leading up to the big snowstorm this week, which I will hopefully get to make Winter Storm Gail video on. So that will be brewing here. That'll be impacting the Northeast into Wednesday and Thursday. But in terms of snow totals here, let's look at these snow totals from the NAM 3-kilometer model. It is showing a dusting to 2 inches, mostly from Arkansas and Oklahoma into the Northeast. The major impacts were in the western parts of Oklahoma, the northern Texas Panhandle, and parts of Kansas, where you could see that 3 to 5 inches. Now we're starting to see a widespread 1 to 3 inches, but the real impact of this is that it sets the stage for the next system. So once we get these snow totals here, that cold gets locked in, that sets in the cold for the next system, that system will then feed off of and then dump 15, 20 inches of snow in some of the very populated areas of the Northeast. So Winter Storm Flynn and probably going to be named Winter Storm Gail go together hand in hand. Flynn influences Gail in such a way that Gail will probably go down as one of the most impactful storms this year. So let's move on into pivotal weather. So we're just going to look quickly at the effects of this storm on the next system. So you can see we have Flynn there, brings some snow to the northeast. Now the GFS has Gail kind of staying more off to the coast with some of these snowfall totals. and most of them staying pretty far south in New England. Whereas some other models here, you can see with the snow depth, some other models have it really hitting hard. You can see that if I click through here, you can see very light snow totals from Flynn. Then we get into Gail, and you get pretty light snow totals in parts of the more populated areas. Boston, not even seeing an inch. New York City, probably seeing 6 or 7 inches. Then you have Philly seeing probably 6 to 12, and DC seeing 4. So that differs a lot from the European, and we're going to look at that right now. So the European model has been very bullish on this system, very over the top with both systems, in fact. So kind of has Flynn here setting the stage, a lot of mixed precipitation with this system as it moves off. Then that impacts Gail here, which you can see absolutely tightly wrapped system here. Very heavy snowfall totals, and you can see from the snow depth here. We're going to go through here, so we have Flynn a little bit heavier with the snow totals here. You can see areas in like Boston probably picking up maybe half an inch, 1 inch. Then you have Gail. This is probably where you can see the biggest impacts. Boston 9 inches, New York 12 to 18 inches, Philly 15 inches, and DC you're just outside there, probably 6 to 12 inches. So we still have a lot to uncover with the next system, but what's really important out of this video is Flynn makes Gail stronger. So Flynn is strong comparatively to what the GFS says. So if the European is right about Flynn, it'll be right about Gail. If the GFS is right about Flynn, it'll be right about Gail. So these two systems go hand in hand, they both influence each other, and that is the big point of this Winter Storm Flynn video. That it doesn't have a huge impact other than these areas in Oklahoma and Kansas and Texas getting that 3 to 5 inches and impacting that travel a little bit. The second half of the system here really impacts Gail. Really impacts how much snow we see from Gail and how impactful that will be. So this is setting the stage for one of the craziest snow events that we have seen in a very long time in the Northeast. Probably the last time I've been so excited about a snowstorm was Winter Storm Toby back in 2018. And that video was my highest viewed video. So I am very excited to cover this. I'm going to be making many videos on this thing as it approaches. So make sure to stay tuned, make sure to subscribe, make sure to click that bell, get those notifications every time I post, because 90% chance I'm giving this of being a blockbuster snowstorm. Definitely gonna get named. So this video has been plenty long enough. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time.